Hello and welcome live to the Waterside Park here at Kielder Water. We're in Northumberland. We're broadcasting live from the Kielder Marathon weekend, and we hope to bring you some really exciting action across the weekend. We've got lots of things happening, including the Run Bike Run, which is happening today here at Kielder Water. That's a really interesting competition. It's an 11-kilometre run. It's a 25-kilometre bike, followed by a 10-kilometre run. That's over on the north shore of Kielder Water, and they return across the dam back here to the Waterside Park. Loads of people around watching, supporting people running in these competitions. Also happening today, Saturday, here at Kielder Water, is the 10K event. So we're looking forward to welcoming the runners back from that particular event very, very shortly here at the Leaplish Waterside Park. And I can just see out the corner of my left eye there, the clock is saying 28 minutes 29 seconds at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that clock. We're expecting them back around about sort of 35 to 40 minutes. That's what we're hoping for in terms of the runners here at Kielder Water. So it's a very exciting afternoon, and we are, as I say, broadcasting live from Kielder Water. We've had some tweets in already, and we've got some interesting stuff here. We are welcoming many different people to this venue, and we are also saying hello to them. If you want to tweet us, you can tweet us at Northumbrian H2O and at Kielder Marathon. So that's at Northumbrian H2O and at Kielder Marathon, and we'll look out for your tweets and hopefully read out some of them a little bit later on. You can also use the hashtag Kielder Marathon as well. And we want to welcome Paul, who's running in the half marathon tomorrow, Sunday. Good luck to him. Also, Paul Dukes tweets, good luck to anyone taking part in any of the events at Kielder this weekend. Hashtag Kielder Marathon. And also Billy McKee, the Whirlwind 73 on Twitter. He says, all the best of British to those taking part in the races. Hope they enjoy it. Hashtag Britain's most scenic. And of course, the marathon is described as one of Britain's most beautiful marathons. It's sponsored by Northumberland County Council, and of course it couldn't happen without the benefit of Northumbrian Water either. We're going to catch up with the finish line. I wonder if we can just cross live to that finish line and show you what you'll actually see in terms of runners and where they'll cross throughout this live broadcast. That is the finish line we're hopefully looking at around now, and we're going to bring you live finish line action. So if you've got a loved one running in any of the competitions, the Run Bike Run, the 10K or the Kielder Marathon, or indeed some of the half marathon, we're hoping to bring lots of it to you. Of course, you'll understand that the technology to do this from such a rural location is quite tricky, so if we do lose pictures, if we do lose signals, we do apologise for that. We've got some very exciting satellite dishes and technology in place to bring the live finish line coverage to you from Kielder Water, which is a beautiful location. You can see it just behind me. It really is the star attraction out there. 26 miles is the shoreline of that particular water and reservoir, and it is a fabulous location. It's got a great distance for a marathon, 26 miles. That's exactly what you need. So this is the finish line where we're going to be seeing the runners come across, and we're just creeping into 30 minutes. Let's bring in Don Coe, who's the operations manager for Waterside Parks. So Don, if you want to come across here and just talk to us. Morning, Don. It's a fantastic, isn't it, venue in terms of getting people here, in terms of being a holiday resort to come and enjoy, isn't it? Would you encourage people to come along?
Oh, definitely. I mean, what a fantastic event it is today, in beautiful, stunning surroundings, as you say. Marvellous opportunity for us, and a pleasure and an honour to host the event and welcome people from the region as well as from people outside the region as well. We've got people of all different age groups enjoying themselves, and excitement's mounting now as we get to near the finish of the 10K.
Now, we've got over 2,700 runners taking part across the weekend in all the different competitions, and they're going to bring friends and family, so it's a real busy weekend for you and your team.
Stunning. There's no better way to showcase what we have to offer up here in the northeast of England. It is a gem. We know that it's absolutely brilliant. We take it for granted, but what an opportunity for us to be able to let other people see it in all of its glory. And many people are visiting it for the first time as well. Had a great story earlier on today. There's a song called I Would Walk 500 Miles from the Proclaimers. You're my age, you'll know it well. I know it off by heart, and sang it many a time when I've had a few beers. But I was talking to a lady this morning whose family have driven overnight 500 miles from Devon to see one of their relatives in the northeast of England cross the finish line, and she doesn't know they're here. So what a marvellous story, do you know what I mean? So it's about bringing people together as well. So they've driven 500 miles, and I bet we hear the cheer when they cross the line, because Dawn, I've been told reliably, does not know they've come all the way up to support and see across that line. So it's magic.
Absolutely magic, isn't it? And of course, places like this, you have lodges, cabins, accommodation, don't you?
Yeah, there's all kinds of different things that we do here on site at Leaplish. One of the things is the accommodation in the cabins. You can bask in a hot tub as well outside, you know, and you can go fishing, you can take part in the Go Active things as well. So, very active thing, or you can be chilled back, laid out as well. It's up to you when you're here. And of course, that Britain's most beautiful marathon track right the way around the whole of the perimeter of Kielder Reservoir, which you can enjoy on foot or on your pedal cycle.
And in terms of the fishing, you're a big fisherman, what attracts you as a fisherman? Why would people come here and fish? What's in there?
That.
So, what sort of fish are in there then?
Rainbow trout. We stock it with quality rainbow trout every year for anglers to come and catch. There's also a wild brown trout in there. And recently some char. We put some Arctic char in there in conjunction with the Environment Agency in what you call an ARC project. So Kielder is an ARC for an endangered species of fish, which is indigenous to deep water lakes in England, Wales and Scotland. And we've been asked if we can host spreading that and conserving that species as well.
Now we're just on, I think, about 33 minutes, so we're expecting runners back about 39, 40 minutes, or between 35 and 40 minutes, so we know you're going to get off. So just one or two other questions then, Don. There's also lots of activities that people can do on site, including crazy golf, isn't there? Things like that. There's a swimming pool, isn't there, here at the Waterside Park? Yeah,
you can do archery as well. The Go Active team do various different kinds of sport, table tennis, archery, and I noticed some things this morning, big balls that you climb into. What do you call them again? You were in it. Were you in it?
I wasn't in it. No, zorbing. I think it's called, isn't it?
I saw someone in one of our blue coats in there getting trashed, but that looked like real good fun, and I need to try that later. So you climb in that and then run along and roll in this big ball. Looks good fun. A bit like giant snooker, something like that, except you're the ball.
I know lots of people in Northumbrian Water do take part in the marathon and also the other events and things as well. Is it something that sort of tempted you?
Maybe I could walk it.
Okay.
Yeah. I do enjoy walking and I do enjoy jogging around now and again, but for like doing the whole event, I'd have to train a lot to do that. Maybe it's a challenge that I need to do and think about and possibly have a go. Well, I'm just quite happy to see all of these other people enjoying it, keeping themselves fit and active in a stunning scenery and surroundings. And of course, let's not forget raising lots of money for charity at the same time.
And there we go, there's one of the first runners across the line on 30 minutes, 35 minutes 30. So, Don, thank you very much for joining us here down at the finish line. We'll let you get away and get over there. So that's Don Coe, who's the operations manager for Waterside Parks with Northumbrian Water. And as you were saying there, Kielder Water, a fantastic place to come and visit, a great reservoir to come and see. So, Don, we'll let you get on your way now and off you go. And we'll talk a bit more about the finish line and show you that finish line. We'll take you across to the finish line now, hopefully, as more runners come in. 36 minutes 04 we're on now in terms of the clock.
Let's grab a chat with Lee. Can you speak, Lee? Well done.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel?
That was
The 500-mile one's great.
That was great. That was really good. That was really good. No, we'll let you get away. Thanks, Don.
Very good one for you. And time for a chariot to sort of hold the title. Well done. I'm going to let you get your breath back. We'll catch up with you later. We're still waiting for third place then, Simon?
Still looking out for third place, yes. So the first two obviously had a good old lead there. Great time from Lee, Edwards and Gates and athlete in second place. Here comes the third place athlete now. Congratulations, good finish. Here in third place. That was David Fuller. Well done, David. Well done, Paul from Sunderland, finishing in 4th place. And there's Lawrence Johnson, finishing in 5th place. Well done to Paul Stewart as well, South Shield Harriers, number 304. Another South Shield Harrier. Following Paul Holmes and 2 in a row there.
So we've got the winner now. We're joined by the winner, and it is Lee Cuthbertson from Timebridge Harriers. So Lee, fantastic time you did, just over 35 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, only 6 seconds off the PB, so on that course I'm chuffed a bit to that.
That's fantastic. That is so fast for a 10K, especially in conditions like this.
No, this is ideal. This is absolutely ideal. There's no wind, it's cool enough, it's not warm, it's absolutely ideal condition for running.
Yeah, but what about the hills?
Well, yeah, it's the northeast of England, there's not many flat courses around here, to be honest, so I was fine with that. I really enjoyed the course.
Excellent. And so is this the first time you've done this particular race?
Yeah, I came here to do the marathon last year, but I got injured just before, unfortunately, so I came back this year to do a shorter race, do the 10K, so yeah, delighted with how it's gone.
And what draws you to this particular part of the northeast?
Scenery. I absolutely love Northumberland, I love Kielder, so it's always one of my first races to look at in the calendar, so yeah.
It's a fantastic one, isn't it? And a fantastic time. I think you might be up there with some of the fastest times in terms of that 10K race.
I think my mate won it last year in a time about 2 minutes quicker than that, like, so.
Right.
For me, it's a good time, so I'm happy.
Excellent. And is there a lot of camaraderie when you're out running? You know, do you get to talk to a lot of the other runners?
Well, not really. I was a bit on my own today. I wasn't running with people, but yeah, I was on my own today, so I wasn't that today.
And, you know, in terms of running in the northeast, is it great to be able to run on your doorstep at a great place like this?
Absolutely. I'm from Crampton, so Kielder's not a big trek for me, so up here it's brilliant, yeah. Love it up here.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Lee Cuthbertson. You're the winner of the 10K. A tremendous achievement, and thank you very much for joining us live on the internet. So we'll let you get away, get a space blanket on and get warmed up on that. How much training do you have to put in for this type of competition?
Yeah, quite a lot. You train most days, every day bar one of the week usually. Doing 50, 60 miles a week, so it's for an amateur, it's quite a lot of training.
And in terms of getting people involved in running, would you say a 10K is a really good way build up from a 5K?
Yeah, especially races like this. It's not it's competitive, but it's not like too elitist, if you know what I mean. So if you're a beginner or you just start running, something like this is a cracking event to get started with.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Lee Cuthbertson from Timebridge Harriers.
I have a question again, the winning one. Sorry, mate, just so we can get it on live.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Right.
Andrew Brown, Andrew Gilmore, Mark Tully.
Just tell us a bit about taking part in the race. Did you enjoy taking part in that?
Good finish there between those two as well, crossing the line. Peter Smith in his line. And Jess Fox, Sunderland Harriers, First Lady. Oh, well done, Jess. Excellent running. What time was that, Helen, for Jess crossing the line, First Lady?
It was just over 41 minutes. That is amazing. Well done, Jeff.
Fantastic time and was a very, very difficult course, very challenging course. Jess was followed home by Anthony Benyon. Ian Waterhouse from Hartlepool, well done Ian. Paul Robinson. And there's Adrian Hall as well, Timebridge Harriers. Good finish, Adrian, well done. Darren Stoker, just crossing the line now, well run Darren. And Paul Hunter.
In terms of the numbers of people who are taking part and getting out involved in the countryside and running in a run, bike run or a 10K or a half marathon or indeed the Kielder Marathon, which is one of Britain's most scenic and beautiful marathons. It's sponsored by Northumberland County Council and of course the venue is hosted by Northumbrian Water. So in terms of the 10K, just over 35 minutes we were hearing there from Lee Cuthbertson, so a great time, a very fast time, not far off a PB for him, he was saying, in terms of a 10K. He was also saying that it was a great race to take part in if you're building up from different kinds of runs. If you've done shorter runs, 5Ks, and you're looking to build up to 10Ks, or even building up to take part in a half marathon, then the Kielder 10K could be for you. We're going to be bringing you more finish line action as much as we can, as possible. And we've got some tweets here. You can tweet us at Northumbrian H2O or at Kielder Marathon, or use the hashtag Kielder Marathon. We've got Ali Dixon. Not a bad place to spend the weekend. She had some lovely sun-drenched pictures of Kielder, and she's taking part in races over the weekend. We've also got Mark Robson. Race day. Ha ha, never said that before. What have I done? 10K Kielder. And Rob Minto's on his way to the 10K Kielder here, so lots of people taking part. I wonder if we can cross back over to that finish line and keep showing you some of the people that are coming across. We're on about 43:12 at the moment, 43 minutes and 15 seconds as more runners come in.
So well done to Fiona Belgian and to Rachel Brenny. Fiona from Jog on the Tyne, Rachel from South Shield Harriers, second and third in the ladies' race. Also adding across the line, Tony Allenson, Toby Reynolds, Adam Dolby, Ben Hall, Paul Turnbull. Well done to Christopher Kent. Well done Debbie Best. Philip Atkinson as well. Paul Sockley, Terry Brown, Andrew Slattery. And Becky Coleman just crossing the line now as well for the South Shields. Harrier and Claire O'Callaghan. Anthony Boys, Damien Foster and Gary Fox all finishing in great times. Might see the clock from where I am, but
45, Simon. 45 now.
45 down. Me too. I'll confirm the top three in the men's and women's races again in a moment. The presentations will be around about 2:30.
You're watching a live stream of the finish line here at the Kielder Marathon weekend. Yes, we're going to be bringing you lots more of live feeds of that finish line. We are going to be showing you live pictures right at this moment of the 10K finish line, so you might be looking out for a loved one who's running in today's 10K race. We're just clocking over the time, I think about sort of 50 minutes now. I can't quite see the clock myself at the moment, but the winner came in at about 35 minutes, just over 35 minutes, so a very fast time on this course at Kielder Water. And it was a special effort for Lee Cuthbertson, who said he wasn't far off a PB. We were talking to him a little bit earlier, and we hope to bring you the details of that interview very, very soon. Of course, also going on today, we'll be back with you a little bit later on the live stream, hopefully with the finishers in the Run Bike Run. Now, that's a really interesting competition. It's an 11K run, there's a 25-kilometre bike, and then a 10K run. That's taking place on the north shore of Kielder Water, and they went off first. And they should be heading down to Kielder Village, where the transition is, where the bikes are all racked up. and then returning along the North Shore and over the dam back into the Leapish Waterside Park, where I'm talking to you live. And I can see the beautiful Kielder Water Reservoir in front of me. It's also a fantastic location for holidays, so if you want to come down to the Northumbrian Water Resort, then you're more than welcome. There's plenty of lodges you can book, and there's also lots of activities on site that you can do as well. We were talking to Don Coe a little earlier on, who's the operations manager for Waterside Parks. He was telling us all about that particular aspect of this particular resource that Northumbrian Water has, this huge reservoir that has a 26-mile shoreline, which is where the Kielder Marathon will be going tomorrow, sponsored by Northumberland County Council and Active Northumberland on the property of Northumbrian Water. So it should be an exciting weekend. Well over 2,700 competitors taking part across the weekend in a run, bike, run, a 10K today, and then a marathon and half marathon tomorrow, along with some junior races. So really interesting thing. 850 entries in the actual Kielder Marathon proper, and it's looking like the finish line runners are still coming across it, and you can see plenty of people crossing that finish line. Look out for someone that you might know that's taking part in the 10K. We're live at the Leapish Waterside Park. I'm just going to walk around and see if I can see the clock and bring you some of the details on the times that we're on at the moment. Once the runners cross that line, they then come into the debriefing area, and they'll have space blankets and water provided, and lots of sugary snacks and different kind of things that they'll want. We're on about 48 minutes 50 seconds at the moment, looking at the clock on the finish line, as 10K runners continue to come across that finish line. You're watching live coverage of the Kielder 10K finish line, just on 49 minutes and 10 seconds. As I say, we're going to be back a little bit later on. About 3 o'clock is when we're expecting the run, bike, run competitors to be coming back in. That 11-kilometre run followed by a 25K bike and then a 10K run on the north shore of Kielder Water, returning over the dam back here to this finish line in the Leapish Waterside Park. So we're going to leave you with a bit more of the finish line action now. We're on 49 minutes and 40 seconds now. So we'll be back a little bit later on with more coverage from the finish line here at Kielder Water.
Stop for now, it's the